What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Florida Everglades. We are now about to drive through the Florida Everglades at night. We're on a place called Bear Island, where we camped in fear for our lives. I have a squatted truck, so we're looking at my headlights being pretty repugnant. Let's go for a drive and see what we can see. I wonder if I can get you guys a better view. Let's see here. That's not bad at all. We have a lot of humidity. It's the Florida Everglades, so you're gonna see my windshield wipers quite a bit. And you can see how fast it kind of fogs up right away. It's 3 in the morning, and even though it's not raining, the humidity's so much we gotta have our windshield wipers on just to keep our windshields from fogging up. These tires are perfect. These big mud tires are perfect for this type of drive, especially with the front end lifted like this. It's actually really good suspension work for this. It feels really nice driving through this stuff. We could see snakes, pythons. We could see alligators. We could see bobcats, deer, possums, and raccoons. Most likely on this stretch of road in front of us now we can see a bear. There's different stretches, and different stretches of the drive have different types of animals. If you're from here, you'll know, because just driving through here so many times at night, you kind of know what stretches have different things. So this stretch here is where we're most likely to see a black bear. Well, in fact, it's called Bear Island. Again, windshield wipers on for humidity. There's an open field right here. Great place to see deer. I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably not. You can see the Milky Way. You can still make out the Milky Way out here. Now, not with the cell phone camera, you can't tell, but with the naked eye, you can see the Milky Way. It's just incredible. I mean, maybe on high exposure. Now we're entering a patchy. There's a frog jumping off the road. We're entering a patchy, foggy area right now, but yeah, you can see the Milky Way right now. It's incredible. And before the moon came out, it was even. You're wearing seatbelt, right? Before the moon came out, you can see even more of the Milky Way. I mean, it's just incredible that behind, like, you guys are seeing just a black sky, but behind that, you can actually make out the Milky Way. It's incredible. And you can just see all these stars and stuff. This little area might see some armadillos or some black bears if you're lucky. Of course, the elusive Florida panther, which is the dream of every Floridian, is to be, if you're a real Floridian, is It's not to go to Disneyland. It's to see a real Florida panther. They're not easy to find. They're not. If you see one, you're very fortunate. That's like the biggest gift any real Floridian can have is to run into a Florida panther. They're not easy to run into. If you see one, that's a very special thing. Once in a lifetime opportunity. I've never seen one. I've seen their footprints. I've seen their poop. I've seen their footprints, but they are very elusive animals. They're really elusive. So this little stretch, we could see armadillo. We could see this driving through here at night, you might drive and you might not see anything for like 40 minutes and you think, oh, okay, let's drive fast. So it's absolutely the worst thing you want to do. Sometimes there's deer right up through here, but not tonight. This is the area for RV parking, which is completely vacant at this moment. There's nobody camping in Florida. Mostly in the winter you come here and all these camping spots are full, but who the crap wants to be in the Florida Everglades with the heat and humidity this time of year? You'd have to be on the run from something to be out here. Or something like that. Yo, so now we're on the, you can hear the toads. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, you can see some of the stars. Yeah, you might, here you can see one star. I don't know, they might be able to see the Milky Way if you get the right angle. You can see one star up ahead on the phone. You might be able to see the Milky Way eventually. When we get out into the open fields, we'll see if we can.
Yeah, hit the windshield.
It's that bad?
Yeah, on my side.
Cool. Yeah, it's bad. It's just you have to constantly go at it. Let me change the angle a little bit. Let me change the angle so I can see the road. There we go. So this stretch here, we can see black bear, panther, or deer in this little stretch up here. After we cross the bridge, there's a little stretch where I've seen foxes, little foxes. Coyotes, another thing that's possible to see. I mean, sometimes you drive through here and you'll see nothing. It's quite a good drive. It's about a 40-minute drive through here. And you're like, oh, there's nothing out here. So you start speeding. You see that interstate up there? You'll start speeding and you don't want to speed through here now. You might think, oh, there's nothing. You could drive for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, oh, there's nothing out here. You know, like, as you guys can see, the humidity's so high. And it's not even that hot. Let's see. The humidity's so high that it just takes seconds for the windshield to fog up, and that's just Florida. Is there a setting where you can try to keep the windshield from the... See if that helps. I'm thinking you guys a better angle or something. You'll see the cars passing on Interstate 75, so you'll see the light from Interstate. If I wish I could get on Interstate 75 right now, it'd be a straight shot to Miami, but there's no way to there's no way to do that. You have to continue heading south towards 29 and 41. And of course, if you could get on 75, then there wouldn't be much to it at that point. As far as, you know, what makes this place remote is, yeah, you go through right underneath 75, but you can't get on it. So it takes a little bit to get out here. You make the mistake of thinking because you don't see anything for stretches. I'm sorry, you might think, oh, okay, I haven't seen anything for 30 minutes. You might think, let me go 45, 50 miles an hour through here. Don't ever do that. Because there's alligators out here like 14 foot long, 12 foot long. I don't know how big they get. And you know, if they're on the road, you won't be able to stop in time, and you'll hit them. And then hitting an alligator is a really serious thing. Sometimes they're in the grass, and when you drive by, they lunge at you. So like if you think, oh, let me just drive 45 miles an hour through here at night, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna have an alligator lunge at you or whatever. tempting to want to speed through here, but don't. On the way in during the daytime, I mean, I got these big mud grip tires. I got the suspension jacked up in the front. Let me tell you, I had some fun driving through here. I haven't had this much fun in a while. Let's just leave it at that. So, Kate, this is our first time camping together in a campsite. What was your experience? Other than terrifying. It's like, I'm like, never camping before. Let's start camping, but let's start doing it. Like a first trip.
The most primitive thing you could ever do.